Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a video to show you what I carry in my Condor Tactical Gear EDC pocket pouch from LA Police Gear. These are great little pouches. They cost about 10 bucks from LAPolicegear.com. And I have always loved putting together kits and the whole kit mentality. There are some great people on YouTube that put together kits for different purposes. One of the best that I've ever seen is the Urban Prepper. If you guys haven't checked him out, I'll put the link to his site below, and I encourage you to. He is one of the best, if not the best out there, at putting stuff together that actually works and that he can use. I should say first off that what works for me may not work for you. You have to build what works for you and your situation and your circumstances. But if you find something you like on here, feel free to use it for your own setup. Also feel free to post any kind of questions or suggestions that you might have for this kit. I should tell you this is not my primary EDC. This kit lives in my car and is meant to supplement or back up items that I carry on my person every day. For instance, I carry a better knife than what you will see in here. There's no first aid kit in here, no multi-tool, etc. I carry most of those items on my person, and these are things that I keep in my car to keep it close reach, to help out in daily life, and to supplement my EDC person kit. There's lots of stuff packed in here, so let's take a look. As you can see on the front, there is a United States flag. This is a hook and loop Velcro type patch that does come with the pouch from LA Police Gear. And on the front here you see this small mesh pocket. In this mesh pocket I only keep two items. I keep a small pair of earplugs. You never know when you're out somewhere and things are really noisy. I read about people in 9/11 and the noise from all of that going on. So just having a set of earplugs that you can pop in your ears real quick and protect your hearing. Because trust me, once it's gone, it is gone. The other item that I keep in here is a mini Bic lighter. Useful for starting fires. I'm not a smoker, but I do carry a lighter for several reasons. I work with Paracord, and so having a way to singe the ends of Paracord when you make something it's really nice to have a lighter. And you'd be amazed how many times out and about that people ask me for a light, and so I've got one here with me in my car kit. The back of the pouch has some MOLLE compatible straps and a grab handle, which I have wrapped in Paracord. This is about 4.5 feet of Paracord here. I just decided to do a little something different, just to kind of spruce it up a little bit, and it also gives me some extra Paracord to carry. So now let's get inside to the contents. As you can see, there is a ton of stuff packed in here. Some might say too much, but again, this is what works for me that I found. Where it works for you may be different. On this inside left pouch, you'll see pencil, a couple of pens, Sharpie marker, and a small highlighter on this front pouch. I just keep those. It's good to be able to write things down, and that gives me various ways to write things. Here on the top of the pouch, there's a small binder clip, just another way to clip something to keep contents together, that sort of thing. So I have that there. Here I have a few zip ties. Zip ties are always handy to put together stuff, to hold it together. And so I've got these. I actually use these a good bit. You can find these at places like Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, even Walmart, in their tool section, and they're fairly cheap and they really have a lot of usage. So I have those. Inside this front left pouch, there is a small lanyard that comes with it, and on that I have a Streamlight Nano little light. I forget how many lumens this thing puts out. I think it's 14, but it's amazingly bright for how small it is, and I get a lot of use out of that. And again, that's not my primary light, but I do keep that inside this pouch to just help me see things, see the contents inside, whatever, if it's dark. Again, this does live in my car, so this pouch never really leaves my automobile, so it's just another light to have, another backup. In here I have a small microfiber lens cleaning cloth, just to be able to wipe down, phone lens, whatever, camera lens. I don't wear glasses, but have a few members of my family who do, so it's just nice to have one of those. In this small little Ziploc, I have a couple quick fire tinder tabs. These will just another way to help get a fire going in case I ever need it. I hope it never comes to this, and I have other means of fire starting in other kits, but just nice to have a couple of these. They don't really take up any space, or they don't really weigh hardly anything, so it's just easy to keep those in there. It's another option to have one person. Another item I have in here is a small calculator, just to help me figure out numbers and stuff. I'm not the best at math, so this is just another means. Also have a calculator on my phone, etc., that I keep on my person every day, but this is just another way to do calculations. And a small notebook here. I like to jot down lots of notes, directions, that sort of thing. My memory, as I'm getting older, is not as good as it used to be, so I find that I have to write things down or I will forget them, so I'm able to do that here with the pen. And in the back here, clip to the back, I have a couple of paper clips, and inside here I have a small Fresnel lens, magnifying lens. That could also be another way to start fires, but more than anything else, it's just a way for me to see small stuff, splinters, whatnot, that need to be removed, or look at really small screws on some electronics, that sort of thing. So I think that's all of the contents of the left inside of the pouch. In the center here, I have a couple of safety pins. Those are just good to have to take clothes that, you bust a zipper or lose a button. Just a quick, easy, down and dirty repair that'll get you by until you can get home and fix those things. So now we move on to the right inside pouch. I have one carabiner here. It's actually run through the tag, and that's just another way to attach / secure things. I always find that I'm clipping something to a carabiner, so it's just nice to have one. Inside this fold-down pouch, I keep a few things. I keep some business cards for my Paracord business that I will also have a link to below. So it's just nice to have those to hand out. I do a lot of Paracord business out of this little pouch. I take orders, etc., from customers, and it's just nice to be able to write things down, hand them a card, etc. So I keep those in here. I keep one check and a couple of deposit slips. I don't write checks very often, but it is nice to have one in case you need it. So I do keep one in here folded up, and I have notes in our register that this one check is not outstanding. It's kept in the car just in case I am to ever need one. Keep a couple of forever stamps. I don't mail a whole lot, but every once in a while it is nice to be able to mail something and to have stamps on hand and not have to go to the post office and buy them. I've got a couple here. I can stick something in the mail and be done with that. I keep about 4 feet of duct tape wrapped around an old gift card. This is I think it's an old Walmart gift card or something that I got for Christmas one year. Doesn't have any balance on it, and it doesn't have any personal information, so I just keep duct tape. It's a good way to keep duct tape handy and wrapped and neat. Here I have about another 10 feet or so of paracord, 550 paracord. There's just limitless uses for this. You can see it all over YouTube. People talk about it all the time. I do work with paracord, so I try to keep a little bit on hand. This is enough to make a good bracelet for somebody if they need it, or that sort of thing. So I do keep some on hand. And this is a tape measure, like a seamstress's tape measure. I use that to measure people's wrist or whatever to make paracord with. So I'm often having to take measurements of people for different things that I'm making, and so I just keep one of these on hand. It's easy, handy, and I've got it right within my reach. I keep a cheap folding knife here. Nothing special here. It's not a high quality knife, but I do keep a nicer EDC folder on my person EDC, and so this just stays in the car. This is just a backup, just redundancy, the whole 2 is 1, 1 is none philosophy. So I do keep that here. And inside these back pockets, there is another lanyard on this side that comes with the pouch. And here I've got a Swiss Army type knife. It's got several tools. Again, I do keep a really good multi-tool on my person, so this is just another backup. This does have a small saw on it, which could come in handy, and some other things. This is a Tool Logic signal fire. I also got this from LA Police Gear. This is a small whistle, and it's a pretty loud whistle. It's a P-less whistle, and it has a flint striker here, and the striking tool, which is another way to make fire. And as you can see, it puts off a pretty good spark. So I keep that in there. It's just yet another way to make fire in case I ever need it. Here I've got a Stanley 4-in-1 pocket screwdriver. It has flat heads on one side and Phillips heads on the other. It's got 2 different size Phillips and 2 different size flat heads. This is a neat little tool to have. It costs about $6, I think. I've seen a couple others. I think General makes one that Home Depot sells, General Tools. They're not really expensive and can come in quite handy, so I keep one of those in here. I also keep a WD40 No Mess Pin in here. This is the smallest WD-40 that I can find, that I've been able to find that you can carry, and WD-40 is another great invention. If you've got things that are stuck and you want them unstuck, give them WD-40. If you've got things that are unstuck that you need stuck, then you use your duct tape. So every good redneck carries these, and so I carry them too. Lastly, I've got a little 6-inch ruler here, nothing special. I know I have the seamstress's tape measure. This is more for just basically drawing straight lines. I'm a terrible writer, terrible drawer, so and it does give me another way to measure things. So I have found that I keep this handy, and that I do need to use it a fairly good bit, so I keep that in here. And that does it for the contents of the pouch. Again, I can't stress enough, it's a great little pouch for the price, only $10. I know Maxpedition makes one, Voodoo Tactical, some of the other folks make one, and theirs are more. As far as holding up, the pouch holds up great. It's a heavy duty pouch and no real wear and tear issues, and for the purpose it serves, again, it stays in my car, in my center console most of the time. I think you can't beat it for the money. So anyway, this is my first EDC carry video. And again, if you like it, click on like below. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see some stuff. I've got several more videos planned that I hope to publish soon. And if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave those in the comment section below. Again, if you didn't see something that you think, gosh, this guy really has to carry one of these, chances are I probably do. I just haven't shown it in this kit in this video. I carry several things on my person that are not included in this kit. But thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.